everybody. Welcome to So Magical Wine and Chat. I couldn't even get through the whole countdown before I already had comments. Michelle's here, in case you guys were wondering. She made it. And she's beating me on my questions. You guys, I can tell who's been watching too many wine and chats lately. She's already telling me what she's drinking before I can even say anything. Not only is she telling me what she's drinking, she's telling me what she's making, which is a question for the end of wine and chat. Yes, you win, Michelle. New records. Welcome everybody to Wine and Chat. With a special vendor spotlight tonight, of course. There are going to be a ton of vendor spotlights until we hit So Magical, which is only 35 days away. So, holy cow, countdown time. Who wants to start the countdown calendar on social media so that we can all start freaking out about how we're not prepared yet for this? Because I know as unprepared as I probably am, because I'm still trying to get all these things ready for you guys. You all, I realize that you guys all have to prepare your class kits and do all that. So I know you all are also dealing with all that. So let's see. What's everybody saying tonight? Terry Joe made it on. Hey, Terry Joe. And while everybody else is commenting, let me know. What are you guys drinking on tonight? Tonight I have water. I'm pretending like it's something else, but tonight I'm drinking water. I'm trying to be good. So what y'all drinking? Let's see. And then Suzanne's here all the way from Dragon Con. I know a bunch of our SMEers, whatever you guys want to call yourself. You guys are at, a bunch of them are at Dragon Con. I will try to post photos because everybody's been sending me photos of their So Magical swag at Dragon Con. And Suzanne and her daughter have been they took the So Magical ducky and they've been parading it around Dragon Con. And I also heard a rumor, if you guys have stayed up to date on the gossip and the drama with Hetty, the stuffed owl, who belongs to Bows and Clothes, one of our vendors, I heard Hetty is actually at Dragon Con too, but I'm here in Orlando, so that's proof I don't have the dang owl. But our duckies are there, so I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of collaboration, or people from So Magical are in cahoots with the kidnapper. We'll see. More to unfold. Let's see. Michelle is on a lot of caffeine. I see she's on a lot of caffeine. Yeah. Terry Joe says, hey to Suzanne. And I can't see your face and your name. If you are newer to here, or it's been a little bit since you've been on. Oh, I apologize. I'm going to tell you what I apologize for here in a second. But if you're newer here, there is a link on where you're watching this that says, if you're on Facebook at least, it says click this link and it'll give them permission for me to see your name and face. And it's streamyard.com/Facebook. If you just click that and follow the prompts, I'll be able to see you. If not, just throw your name at the end of your comment and I will know who you are. But I'm sad you're not coming either. I'm very bummed about that. Cassandra's here, one of our other awesome vendors. She was on, oh gosh, was it last week? I'm losing track of my weeks. She's from Thread Crate, and they just got featured in Threads magazine. So congrats to Cassandra and Thread Crate. That is such a cool accomplishment. And let's see, we've got coffee and water, smirky face. I hope those aren't mixed together. That sounds, I guess coffee is actually made from water, but yeah, you know. Hi, Dawn, welcome. This is what I was apologizing for. Hetty belongs to Glitter Bug Fairy. I keep getting it mixed up. They're twin sisters. They're going to be in their booths together. It belongs to Glitter Bug. It belongs to Shayna. My bad. Dawn says she's drinking on the water. Welcome to the water club today. Oh, it's Tori Lynn. Yes, I'm very bummed that you won't be able to make it either. And then welcome to our friend who is sent by Lisa. Shout out to Lisa, this is perfect segue. I'm just going to go ahead. I'll skip my announcements. Y'all can stay on after we do our awesome vendor spotlight to hear all the awesome announcements I have for after this. But we'll segue right into this and we'll go ahead and talk right away to our vendor spotlight tonight, which is Lisa from Dragon Girl Design Co. and Dan from Maui Digital Art. Welcome.
How are you?
Hey. That was like perfect segue. I was like, man, yeah, we're just going to jump in. How's it going, guys?
Chef's Academy.
Oh, yes. What was her business name again?
Little Chef's Academy. If you go to Little Chefs online on Instagram, you can see what she does. She does a cooking school directed mostly to kids. It's really cool.
Yes, and I mean, we're always looking for fun and unique new classes. Hint, hint, wink, wink. So, welcome. Are you guys sipping on any liquids tonight?
Dan's got a beer. Finishing my tea.
Woohoo!
Coffee, coconut, and vanilla bean.
And a beer?
And a beer.
And a beer.
It's a stout.
Okay, so we'll jump right in and go ahead and tell us about your companies, who you are, what you do, and all that fun stuff.
All right, so Dragon Girl Design Co., we do 3D printed items. I specialize in mainly 3D printed mouse ears that are interchangeable. So they're a little bit different than some. So they're all magnetic. What I like about that is you get ready to go on a ride, like say Everest, and you're wanting to be able to store your ears. You can actually pop both ears off, the bow off, and it will all fit in like a quart size Ziploc bag. You can stick it in your bag, and they're safe while you ride. You're not going to have to worry about losing them getting crushed in your bag. So I think that's really fun. And actually, Kayla has a pair of them that she can see how they come apart. So
these are my limited edition, so magical ones.
There's only 2 pairs of those around. I made one for the raffle last year and the ones Kayla has.
It's easier to do when I like take the headband off, but it's okay.
Yeah, but the bow should also come off. Yep. And then you can just store it away, go ride your ride. Put it back on easy. The other thing I like about it is like if it's pouring down rain and you're just like you don't want your bow or whatever. Sorry, dog's hitting the table. Like some people don't like to wear their ears in the rain. These are 3D printed. They're made out of plastic, so they'll withstand the rain. The bow's the only thing that really would get wet. You can always just pop your bow off. But you know, it's kind of a nice alternative to your cloth ears.
Yes, and they're like
cloth ears because I'm teaching an ear class, so I mean,
teaching more than one ear class this year.
Yes. So
awesome. And then
and then I can show some of the ears that I've made. So this is a set. Oops, hold on.
That brightness, girl. There you go. Bring it close. There you go.
One says no capes.
There you go.
This one says mode. So this is in the mode set. I have a whole series of these ones coming out. So there's Madame Leota.
These are my favorite.
The white part is glow in the dark. And it glows blue. So that's pretty cool at night. If you've worn them all day in the park and then when the sun goes down, they glow. There's your hitchhiking ghost. I have Hatbox Ghost coming. And there's another one that's going to glow. I can't remember what it was. And then I'm also going to have the wallpaper that's going to be just black and white. And the portal sign that'll be black and white.
Awesome.
Everything doesn't have to be Disney in ears. So we have some Hello Kitty.
Cute.
There we go.
Who doesn't love Hello Kitty? Man, that brings back my childhood.
I'm a Hello Kitty fan. Here's another set that glow. So you have your
magical slipper
for Cinderella, and then you have the carriage.
Cute.
So those will glow in blue at night. And then here's my favorite set I've made so far.
Ooh. I don't have it next to me. I have we have like the perfect vinyl, like from Mormino that would like match that perfectly. So you could get your ears from your booth and then go get the vinyl and the zipper pulls to match it for Mormino's booth. And then like you got a full poison apple set.
Yep. Make your bag and all that kind of goodness. So those are the ears I make. And then I do some other fun stuff. So if you're in my Mary Poppins ear class, you're going to get to see this and use this. This is a guide or a template to make your ears. What's great about this is you actually trace the outside for cutting the fabric. The inside will work for the inner part of your ear. Also, you can fussy cut with this because of that hole in the middle. So
That's awesome. Really, I didn't even think about that. I was wondering like why you had the hole in the middle. I was like, oh, it's lightweight, right? That's cool. Or you can hang it. Like you can hang it on like a pegboard, but that's genius.
Yes. So that's the main reason is you can fussy cut. And then for those of you that are bag people or clothing and want to do zippers, we've got a zipper pull. So the base is 3D printed, and then we have the metal piece that holds your zipper. I found that the 3D printed zipper pulls, if things got tough, sometimes the prongs would pop off. So one of my new things, let me see, I'm doing it right side up. Okay.
There you go. Right there. Perfect.
Okay. It says So Magical Expo on it. So these are going to be exclusives for the show. And what's cool is it holds your tape measure, and then you can roll it back up. And it's hard to do while I'm doing it on
doing it backwards.
Yeah. There we go. And it rolls right back in. So that's cool. As long as you don't have a really long tape measure. My mom has one that's ridiculously long. And then
hold on, before you keep going, you have a question. Are you selling those ear templates if you can't make the Mary Poppin ear class?
Definitely.
And that's why you've got a booth, because you have all these cool tools you were going to show in your classes, and you're just like, we're doing the booth.
You don't get the template with the ear class. You're just going to get to use it. If you want to buy one, by all means. If you want to come by the booth and buy one. If we run out, we will print some more and send them to you. That's the nice thing about 3D printing is it's endless supply. You just sometimes have to wait for it to be done. This is the other thing that I've made for So Magical.
Wait, have I not? I haven't seen this one yet. What is this one? Have I?
Box.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So
2 layers.
Yes, 2 layers. I will not have many of these probably printed ready to go for the show. These will probably be special order at the show, and then we'll send them to you. That way you can pick your color, and they take a long time to print. So.
Somebody asked though, were you the one that supplied the ear savers in the welcome bag last year? If so, they love them.
Yes, thank you.
And you still have those on your Etsy shop last I looked, correct?
I did, but they're probably coming down soon because I don't really make anything off of those. I did that for those that needed it during COVID.
But yes, now if they got those last year, they know the quality of your product and how great they are. So they can like put the face to the name to the product. Yep. Yes.
Yep. Another thing that's really cool, and these will be special ordered at the show because you'll have to send us a photo to be able to do this. So if I hold this up here, this just looks like an ugly print. It looks like nothing really. But if I take it, hold on, gotta get my camera light to come on.
Get your flashlight.
No, flashlight. And see, hold on. It's hard.
You gotta get it. You gotta get right in front of that camera. Go up higher.
Hold that and
there you go. Yep.
There it is. You can see the picture of my dog sitting on the table where she doesn't belong, but she's cute there. So it's a special type of printing called lithophane. So you can send us a picture and we can print your picture in a lithophane. And then the last thing I have for 3D printing is if you do not have a 1/4 inch foot and you want to be able to sew a 1/4 inch seam, this is a guide. It has a screw that goes in here and screws into your machine, and it will give you a 1/4 inch foot seam on there, and it'll turn your machine into having a 1/4 inch foot. If you are in the table runner class, if you don't have a 1/4 inch foot, we recommend you buying one of these from us because it's going to make a world of difference. Because that 1/4 inch seam on quilting is a very, very important thing. So,
yes, agreed.
All the 3D printing, and I'm also teaching a class on 3D printing. It's a lecture class.
Yes, we're very excited for that. That was a really cool class we had last year, and you're bringing it back, which I'm very happy about. Because it's always neat how we can integrate like new things and new technologies that you wouldn't think would work for crafting that really do. And and your class is very intro level, like beginner friendly, like how do you get started?
Yes, all about how to like pick a printer, filaments, the software that I use to design, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah. And what I love is you're going to have the 3D printer in your booth, but also in your class, right?
Yes. So I'll have Alf with me at the booth for the whole weekend, except for during that class, because he will be moving to class so that you guys could see him running in class.
Yeah. And he's a special guy. We like him.
Like Alf.
Everybody's loving everything you're showing. I'm getting, okay, so what you're saying is I need to line up at 8 a.m. on Friday. Even though vendor hall opens at 9 on Friday, y'all. Just throwing that out there. They're saying,
I mean, don't feel like you're going to miss out, because what I'm going to do is I'll make sure I take photos of everything. So if I do run out of something, you can still order it and we'll still get it to you. So there's no like, got to be there right at, 9 a.m. on Friday, because some people I know may only be coming on Saturday or Sunday. Don't feel like you're going to miss out. We'll make sure you get what you want.
That's awesome. I'm sorry. I get silly comments like this. I'm special. It opens at 8. I'm pretty sure the vendors are going to be ready to take payments at 8. But yes, that is so cool. I mean, you're like zooming through this. Okay. What else are we missing for Dragon Girl? Huh?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. We talked about your 3D printing, your ears, your zipper jig. You got so many products you're bringing. And then you mentioned how those products can be or will be used in some of your different classes.
Yes.
And then, so I think that was like most of Dragon Girl, right?
I think that's it for her.
I'm plugging in my laptop. I forgot to do it beforehand. Okay, so now it's your turn, Dan.
Oh man, no.
Now you got to talk.
I'm Dan. I have Maui Digital Art, and basically what I do is I do custom artwork. I also do photo editing. So just to give you an idea, if you were to go to Disney and you're standing on Main Street and you took that perfect picture and there are 100 people behind you, I take those people out for you.
Or you got the weird, photobomb person.
Right. Or you have like, anything in front of you, or maybe you're out there and you're sweating in your pits. Just look. I can edit all that out. I can change whatever you need.
So another thing he's done for me is we were on Haunted Mansion, and the photo that it takes on Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
My fat roll was cutting my Tinkerbell, and so he went in and fixed that, so you didn't see my fat roll.
Oh, see, that's sweet. Oh, that's like a good person to have in your life right there. Yeah. Sweetie, I don't like the way I look in that photo. Please fix it. Okay.
Well, the good thing was she didn't ask me to do it. I just did it. So yeah. I'm like, I'm hoping I'm not going to be offended. And she's going to
be offended from that. I mean, that's like a
okay, there we go.
Every girl's going to say, yes, please take away my fat rolls.
So we're also going to have it where, if you want to see what it's like to do digital art, you're going to be able to stop by the booth and actually try your hand at it.
Right. So I've got some
color pages.
Pre-colored page. Well, not colored yet, but they're pre-sketched. You can come in, pick the one you want to do. I have all the colors set up. All you have to do is go in and try your hand and see what it's like. A lot of these, the stuff that you can do on the platform that I'm using, you can change into SVG, and then.
So if it's an SVG, what can you make with that?
Everything. Vinyl, and we have a ton of vinyl booths. I'm hearing all these collabs between your booth and everybody else's booth. I'm very excited.
So, and I will tell you, last night was the first night I tried it. It's hard. I was just erasing stuff, and it's hard.
Yeah, it's one of those. It takes a lot of time. There's a big learning curve to it. And I guess with me being there, people can get an understanding of what it takes to do a piece like one of these back here.
Which has so many layers and colors and dimensions to it.
Yeah.
So that one's.
That's awesome.
And as far as the custom stuff goes,
put it behind us, okay. I'm not.
What we'll be doing is, if you want something custom done, whether it's a character, whether multiple characters, whatever.
I mean, like he's done a picture of Kayla, one of my, or not Kayla, Topaz.
Puppy.
I had a Dalmatian named Kayla, so I'm not talking about
Wait.
Kayla from.
No, I remember. I know. I know. I saw the picture that he had done on. So if you want to go see some of his work, you can go on Instagram, right?
Yes.
Under Maui Digital Art on Instagram, and you've got that picture that you're talking about up there, right?
Yes. So I sent him a picture of Topaz out on the back porch, and then she's a Dalmatian, and he took that photo and he made the background Dalmatian white with Dalmatian print, so she's kind of like camouflaged into the picture. I'll see if I can find it.
I'm sure I can find it real quick.
Yeah. So anything as far as custom art goes, you can come in.
Yeah, it's not gonna. There we go. That's. And then I think I don't. That's on my Instagram, not his. On his Instagram, you can see the actual picture that it came from. So I mean, that's kind of cool that he can do that kind of stuff. It just blows me away every time he does it.
And then we also have this one that you sent me that you were working on.
So this will be a piece that will be for sale at the show. The two behind me right now will not be at the show, but that one will be at the show for purchase. That's our Snow White. There's a possibility there might be 7 little friends to go along with that one. It'll be individuals, so you can either have Snow White and all 7 of the dwarfs, or Snow White and maybe your favorite dwarf.
Who doesn't love that? And then I have one more you sent me, right?
Yes.
Here, this one.
Yeah, there we go. Everyone's crazy about Mandalorian and Baby Yoda or Grogu or whatever his crazy name is. So that one will also be available at the show.
Yeah, so to give you an idea on this one, so even though I'm doing it digital, I can pick the type of art that I want to do, and this was basically done as a charcoal. So I have to go in digitally and do all of the shading and making sure all the right light's sitting at the right place, and so it a lot of these that I do are really intensive.
He is very detail oriented. That's one thing. His artwork is. I mean, he'll do a piece and I'll be, oh, it's done. He's like, no, I'm not even halfway through, and I'm like, oh, it looks good to me. And then he comes out with something like this, and I'm like, okay, I get it. But yeah, he definitely is detail oriented to a fault.
So you're gonna make it to where they can see you also working on art in your booth. Very interactive. They can try their hand at it if they wanna try their hand at it. So you're gonna have a very interactive booth between all your 3D printing stuff, and your digital art going on and everything else. It sounds like it's just gonna be a very exciting booth. I'm stoked.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun.
Yeah. Dan is the person, if you will talk to him, he will talk to you, but he will not start a conversation with you most likely because he's an introvert. But if you'll come talk to him about his artwork, I promise he'll be nice and talk to you.
Enough of the people that come are very extroverted too, so you'll be okay.
We'll also have Maui from Maui Digital Art at the show. That is Dan's dog. So he's asleep under the table. So we're going to leave sleeping baby.
Don't know how that happened.
He's like, I know you're okay. I'm going to just chill here now.
So, but on Instagram, the icon for when you find the person, it's a picture of Maui sitting in front of all the stormtroopers at Rise of the Resistance. So that is the correct Instagram when you get to it.
Very cool. That was awesome.
So while we're there, I'll be doing edits. So if somebody has a picture on their phone or whatever, I can do the edit there. Anything that's going to take me 30 minutes or more, you can give me the picture and then I will send it to you in email or whatever.
Or if you want it printed out, we will have somebody that does all of our artwork printing that we can have it printed for you and have it drop shipped. So if you want it on canvas, we could get it printed on canvas and have it shipped to you because they'll drop ship straight from the printer to your house.
That's wonderful. Very cool.
If you see a piece of artwork that Dan has done that you're like, oh, I would rather it be in this size and we don't have the size you're wanting, just tell us. We can get it done.
Yeah. Because, and then there's a bunch of people that, fly into shows that don't necessarily have the ability to take like a large image back with them. They want a smaller one. I mean, that's awesome that you give that ability for them to get a smaller one, or
well, if you say you want a small one, but you're afraid it's going to be crushed on the way home, you can buy it and we can have it shipped to you.
Even better.
And depending on the amount of work that comes of the show, if somebody does a custom order there and says, look, I'd like you to do this, typically what it'll do is there'll be a 2-week turnaround. Once I get it done, I'll send the proof to them. And then if they say yes, then we'll have it printed and drop shipped to them.
That's wonderful.
Maleficent was a request of mine. And it's hard to see. I don't know if I can get it. Okay, there you go. You can see the dragon in there.
Yeah, he's like in the smoke in the top.
So obviously, I like my dragons. So
hence the name Dragon Girl.
Now I woke up.
Nobody was barking. Nobody was barking.
I scared him.
Yeah, somebody thought somebody was knocking.
So
it's all good. I mean, everybody has their kids. There's Maui. Hello, Maui. Welcome to Wide and Chat. What are you doing? So tell us about the rest of your classes so that we know, because I think almost all of them are full, but you do have spaces in some of your classes left.
So the one I have the most space is the pin trading ears. That's going to be a quick, easy class. If you've got kids that, they're going to be able to use an X-Acto knife. So, I wouldn't say like toddlers, kindergartners kind of age, but, probably about, 5th grade up, they probably could do it with supervision. And so there's that one. We have the Mary Poppins ears, which is a more intermediate class because you have to be able to sew a circle. Sewing a circle is not easy. I don't sew anything.
Yep.
My mom always sews the ears for me, and then I do the rest of it. So those are the ones I'm teaching along with the 3D printing. And then my mom is teaching the altered book for Harry Potter. So that is an actual book. You could even take an old Harry Potter book if you wanted to, the hardcover one, and do it in the Harry Potter book. But we're just going to grab some books from Dollar Tree, Goodwill, that kind of thing, and then alter the book to be Harry Potter.
Yep.
Then we have the Japanese knot bag, which I think that one's pretty close to being full. If it's not, I think we still have a sec.
Yeah, there's 2 classes. You have one on Friday. You have one on Saturday. I think the Saturday one might have a seat left. That was very popular, so we had to do a second class.
Yeah. And then we have the table runner, which is a quilting technique. So if you're interested in getting into quilting and things you can do with quilting, that's a very beginner-friendly quilting class.
Right.
My mom would be doing all of those ones.
Yes. Yeah, you guys have a ton of classes this year between you and your mom, and then you have.
That's how we got Dan to join us at the booth, because we needed help.
And look, it all worked out perfectly.
So that's how it happened.
Oh, you didn't know, because I knew that. That's awesome. Okay, was there anything else that you wanted to cover tonight, or that you wanted to talk about? Any exclusives besides all the cool stuff that you already talked about?
I don't think there's any more exclusives that are coming out. If there's anything that you saw tonight that you want, message me, and I'll make sure that I have it for you.
And where are we messaging on?
Instagram, Facebook.
Lisa Cal. Oh my God, I'm gonna butcher your last name. Huh?
Caldies.
Okay. There's everybody pronounces like different vowels different ways. Caldies. Lisa.
So the easy way is you're gonna call these people. So Caldies.
Oh, okay, but it's spelled like this. There you go.
Yeah.
I put it in the little comments so y'all can see that. But everybody says sweet doggo. Very cute.
Next year, teach a collar and leash making.
Yes, I know. We're getting all the ideas for next year, aren't we? Very thrilling.
When we go into the year, we're working on the next year.
Yeah, well, that's how it works, right? I feel like you did that to me last year too. You're like, I have an idea for next year. I'm like, oh, okay, well, can we get through this year first? Because I'm not there yet. That's okay.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's already on my bulletin board on a class idea for next year. So, you know, we already know that Dragon Girl is coming back for year number 4.
So just so you guys know, I've been with So Magical since year 1. Year 1, I was just an attendee. Year 2, teacher. This year, teacher and vendor.
So what are you going to do next year to top it?
I have no idea.
We'll come up with something else to where you have to like participate in 4 things.
Whatever you want me to do.
Deal.
We like So Magical. It's a fun experience. So.
Yes. Well, I'm glad. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we will see you really soon. It's only like 30 days
away.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I'm going to drop you down. The rest of y'all stay online so we can keep talking because I skipped announcements at the beginning because I got excited.
Yep.
All right. Bye. Have a good night. Hello, my Facebook people and YouTube people. Stay on. We're going to keep talking. Okay. So wasn't that a really cool vendor spotlight? They were really neat. I love when we get these combo booths in and we're getting this awesome mix and array of skills and techniques and all sorts of fun things. And, you know, as long as we keep growing that skill set, I think we're always going to continue to keep you guys interested and inspired and maybe learning something you didn't think you were going to. I just think it's amazing that we finally have somebody in the art world, especially digital art, coming in as well. And then now we're, you know, we've got 3D printing. I mean, we had it last year, but now we have an actual booth for it. And it's very neat. You know, we've got Glowforge people. We've got Cricut people, regular sewing machines, embroidery machine. We have a little bit of everything. So the vendor hall is definitely full and has a ton of stuff. So I'm going to announce like 2 new vendors, and they're going to be the last vendors I announce, by the way. So I'm going to announce them here in a couple minutes. But first, I wanted to remind you, I got to give you guys some reminders. Like I can't make everything fun on One In Chat. Don't forget, class kits. If you've already bought your ticket and booked your classes, your kits are due next week. This is heavily on the people that are just come or who haven't just come in. If you've just come in and you do also have to buy your kits before the expo. They're not supposed to be purchased at the event. They're supposed to be purchased in advance so that the teachers can compile the kits and make sure they have really amazing things for you guys to be using in your classes. However, if you do come on in the umpteenth hour, if we have room in a class, we will put you in the class. But then your class kits are expected to be purchased with your ticket. You know, buy your ticket to the expo, book your class, buy your class kit. Boom, boom, boom. But the perk of buying early is you get more time to, you know, pick your classes, save up a little bit, buy your kits. So don't forget, class kits are due this coming week. And if you have any issues or questions, you can't remember your classes, or you just need to talk to me about something, feel free to message me. I usually get back within 24 hours, or at least I try to. Okay, I'm going to make sure I'm not missing any comments. Ooh, okay. I don't know who this is, but hey, oh, you can't see it now, but so this is one of our new shirts. This is actually the 2021 shirt that I'm wearing today. This is in the unisex V-neck. It's Bella and Canvas, which I usually only buy Bella and Canvas anything because it's like so soft. It's really good quality. We pay a little extra to make sure that you guys get really good quality shirts. So this is unisex V-shirt. We are going to have these at the expo. I'm going to explain the swag booth in a little bit. We're changing something and you're going to love it. I promise. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. It's hot in here, y'all. So yes, this, and it's 2-sided. It's front and back. So this is the front. And then this, can you all see that? This is the back. It's 2 different designs. We definitely wanted to step up the shirts this year. So thank you for commenting, whoever this was. I appreciate it. Oh, it's Ray. Hey, Ray. Hey. So yes, the swag is here, and I'm going to talk about the swag booth after I talk about the vendors. So you guys are going to want to stay tuned for that. It's very exciting. But these are also available online in advance, but I highly suggest that, I mean, you can get them in advance if you want to be able to like walk in on Thursday at early check-in and the NoHo Social, and you want to walk in with your swag right off the bat with your like new 2021 stuff, you're more than welcome. Buy it online. We put it online. We put a couple things up, but we're going to have good deals at the expo. We're going to have a bunch of options, and okay, I'm sneak peeking too much, but okay, I'm getting back on track. Dang, Ray, you got me off track. So definitely get your class kits in advance. Very helpful and very appreciated. Again, message me if you have issues with that. All right. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the new vendors. Okay, so I kind of hinted on the one last time, and I think I'm just going to re-bring her up because I don't think I went into as much detail, but I'm going to drop her announcement tomorrow, her official vendor announcement on all the socials. So I had to bring it up here first. We're going to have a company called Electric Flora Crafts. She does natural dyeing, both fabric and yarns, and she does felted projects as well. She's going to have kits, and she's doing demos on natural dye and how you can use things from nature, including bugs, which I think is super weird, but super cool at the same time. So she's going to have demos like that in the vendor hall on the stage. If you guys haven't heard about the cool stage we're going to have, where our vendors are going to come up and talk about a lot of different projects you can do that use their products they're selling, or just kind of talk about different things. So definitely check those out. But that's going to be a really fun vendor. I'm very excited that, again, I was talking about the diversity of the vendor hall this year. It is very diverse. So, I mean, we're going to have digital art next to 3D printing, next to natural dyeing booth. It's going to be, if we're going to have something for everybody, trust me. Okay, y'all are talking in the chat. I'm glad to see it. Yes. Ask all the questions. If you have any questions for Lisa and Dan from what was said earlier, feel free to drop it in there. I know they are watching. So yes. And okay, so the other one I wanted to mention is I'm very excited about as well is they're a new company. So they don't have like a ton of social media for you guys to check out yet. But this is a backstory on them, is when Kat and I were at MegaCon, Kat, one of our awesome teachers who's teaching the Visi and the Photobot class, and who's the special teacher for the So Magical Lounge, we met this booth that we just like were instantly drawn to. They have this vibrant, amazing art, and it was very magical related. And we pretty much begged them into creating a fabric company. And the artist, his wife sews, and so they had talked about wanting to do it as well, and they just didn't know where to start. So we've been coaching them, we've been getting them started, and they're gonna have a booth this year. So it's gonna be Rossum, ROSS, like Ross, awesome, OSOME, and they are on Instagram. He just created his Instagram, but you can see his art as well on iDraw on Tess. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of, I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. I don't think I can find it that quick. But he is on Instagram. You can check him out there. But he's going to be coming not as an artist. He's going to be coming as a fabric designer with his art on it. And so we're very excited about that and to see his stuff in the wild. And yes, so we wanted to talk about that and announce him as well. And those are the last two to be announced. Everybody except for Rossum is on the website right now. You can check them out under the About section under vendors and sponsors. The sponsors, we're still adding the sponsors because I still have people sending stuff for the welcome bags. I still have people signing up as sponsors for classrooms who are sponsoring things for the raffle table. All sorts of really amazing things for you guys this year. So the sponsor list keeps growing as well, but we are capped. We are booked up on the vendor hall for this year. And that is just so exciting, going from a hall that, we wanted to bring you as many vendors, as diverse as possible. I actually had to turn several away, and I felt terrible. it was really hard to say no. And I begged Gaylord for even more room. And I mean, I got a second hall, but they didn't have any more room in that area. I mean, unless you guys really wanted to walk to the convention area, and I don't think you did. So we're going to work on a bigger space for next year, but we capped at 19 vendors. Actually, I think it's 20, because I also didn't tell you yet. Maybe I did. I don't remember now, but Sewing Studio isn't just going to be in the classroom this year. They're also going to have a booth in the vendor hall. They're going to have a big booth with machines and cork and fabrics and notions and all sorts of fun stuff. We all love Sewing Studio. We all know who they are. So next year, definitely, or this year, definitely check out. They're going to have machines available in there, and they're going to answer all your questions. I did talk about this last week, but I know a lot of y'all couldn't make it last week. So yay. That's the third one that was on the list that I haven't officially announced yet, I guess. So keep an eye out. We're going to announce those, and definitely go through on the vendor tab in the website. You can click each company's logo, and it'll take you to their main site or their main social media hub if they don't have a website. And you can check those out. They have a description, and they have like a little running images of some of their items that they have had or they might have for the expo. There's quite a few of them that are bringing expo exclusive. So just because you see something there that you like, they might have something even better in their booth. Like Lisa just demonstrated all these amazing goodies that she hasn't like put on her site yet, but that are going to be at the expo. They're just so freaking exciting. So I'm double checking these comments in the making sure I'm not missing a question I'm supposed to answer. Again, you guys can ask a question at any time during Wine and Chat. It doesn't have to be related to what I'm talking to. I will get distracted and I will help you. So let's see. I see you guys are talking about kid-friendly classes. So she was saying her class was kid-friendly. I don't know. I didn't know there were kid-friendly classes. Yes, of course. We don't discourage any kid from learning to sew or craft or do anything. There are some age restrictions on some of the classes, like the ones where we provide the embroidery machines. I know there is you need to be at least a certain age to be on a machine by yourself. If not, you just have to have an adult with you on the machine. We do the class-based tickets for kids start at a certain age. Definitely go on the website, look at the tickets and see what the ages are in which we start requiring people to go and join those classes, and where we suggest that you have a parent involved or a guardian or somebody who's an adult supervising them versus when they can be on their own. But we have a ton. We have, like Lisa said, the pin trading ear class would be perfect for a 12, 13-year-old. It's very friendly. We have a bunch that don't involve sewing, but you can also we also have a ton of classes help introduce sewing. Like we have the pillowcase class, the pillow book case. It's like a pillow with a pocket in the front, pocket pillow class. That's what it's called. We have that one. A lot of the presentation classes I think could be geared towards kids. They just sit there and listen and absorb the information if they're that type of kid that likes to learn like that. And gosh, we have the dinosaur crafts class. That's also it's not necessarily geared towards kids, but I mean, it was created for Luke, and he's 7 because he's obsessed with dinosaurs. I mean, dinosaurs, anybody can love that at any age. And like the pin trading ears, everybody loves to pin trade at all ages. So, I mean, if you can handle a glue gun, you can do it. Trust me, you can do it. And yes, gosh. And yes, I believe this is Dawn. And Sophia was 8 last year, and she did do a fantastic job. She also has had her grandma teaching her how to sew, but there were still some classes that were where she was learning and doing some things that were more advanced than maybe she had done before. But we definitely want to see people grow regardless of their age or their background and inspire them. So that's what we're about. Bring the people, bring the kids. It's definitely open to everybody. Maybe one day we'll make like an adult only like sewing retreat or something to where like you guys can be guaranteed to have no kids if you guys are, wanting that break from people. But I think everybody enjoys just seeing everybody having fun and learning the thing and doing the thing and just sharing all the cool stuff. Okay, let's see. Oh yes, and Gaylord does trick-or-treating all October. It actually starts in September, but you know, we're at the beginning of October and they have the trick-or-treating, they have the light show at night, they have like a scavenger hunt thing they do out in the wild at Gaylord, and they have all sorts of really cool things. So that's why we tell people, like, don't feel like you can't come to Florida and come to Gaylord Palms and you feel bad about leaving the family. You can bring the family. You can just ditch them while you go take classes if you don't want to bring them to the class. Just saying. Okay. Oh yes, somebody did say about the dinosaur class. And thanks. I have a friend coming. Oh, hey Kathy. I didn't know you were on. Kathy is Lisa's mom. She's teaching like half of the classes we talked about. She's awesome. Yes, the kids won't be bored. There's stuff for them to do too, but they do require a ticket at a certain age. Yes, early teens for sure. And Kayla, oh, if you tag me when I'm talking, I can't see it because I just see everybody's comments. But thanks for tagging me. I'm assuming that was Ray. And oh, Dan even said kids are more than welcome to come by the booth and digitally draw and paint. So that's another fun interactive things. We all know kids like to touch and feel and do the things. So thank you, Dan, for letting us know. Stop by the Dragon Girl Design Co. / Maui Digital Art booth. That's a mouthful. Go check them out and bring the kids. And what do you mean? What is pin trading? I'm a little saddened by you coming from, okay, Shayna, if nobody knows, owns Glitterbug Fairy, which is a vinyl company who does amazing Disney prints, and you don't know what pin trading is? I'm just kidding. So pin trading is the Disney pins that you can go and buy, or I mean, you can get, how I did it, you can get a huge pack on like eBay or Amazon for like really cheap, and you get the ones that you don't like, and then what you can do at Disney for free, and people do it out in the wild at Disney or in Disney Springs, or even I've seen people do it at the expo, not gonna lie, and I'm sure pin trading class will be a perfect place to do that, or the pin trading ears class, let me caveat that. And you go and you can take your pins and you can swap them, and say somebody has one that they want to get rid of and you want to keep, like one you want to get, you have one you want to get rid of, you can swap them and you can trade them. And it's like a really fun thing. So people usually when they're walking around the park don't necessarily wear the ones that they want to show off. A lot of them wear the ones that they want to trade. And so like the ears that Lisa's talking about is they're ears that are essentially cork. Not if I'm right. They're cork. She can tell me. I can't. Oh, she chatted me. They're foam. I apologize. They're foam. They're foam ears, but you can put your pins in them, and then you can walk around with your pins on your ears instead of like a lanyard, and they're even more like, hey, look at me, trade with me kind of thing. You know what I mean? Or you can just show them off too. But that's what pin trading is. If you need more detail, I'm sure somebody else will berate you and tell you how dare you, and then give you an explanation. And yes, Michelle, I'm all about the sewing retreats too. I'm ready. We got to do some. Yes, and ears are more lightweight than a lanyard. That is very true. Lisa's messaging me in the private chat, reminding me what I should be saying over here. I need coaching every now and then, guys. Oh, here's another one. Or you can do it like I do, where you buy really fancy ones that you fall in love with, and then you refuse to trade with others. I hoard them like a dragon. I have one ugly duckling. I will trade. This is why you get the eBay pack. You get like 25 of them for like $25, and then you trade the ones and the duplicates and the crappy ones you don't want, hoping somebody does want those or just has different interests. I don't know. Oh, well, first off, I didn't know if she meant pins or pins. I mean, I guess we could trade pins too. I have very shiny, pretty pins, but I don't want to trade them. Hey, Nebraska, you should still know that your Disney stuff. I'm just saying. Just kidding. So what are these pins called? Like for me to find them on eBay or Amazon. Just type in Disney pins and spell it the way you just did. Disney pins bulk. Look at it that way. I bought one mystery pack in the park, got one ugly one, and that's the one I trade. I feel that. This is why I don't buy the mystery packs, because I keep them all. Okay, so that was it for the vendors. Oh, I mean, well, the vendors I was announcing, right? Okay, so for swag update, I'm super excited about this, guys. This is a very recent update because I even posted on Patreon, hey guys, what color shirt should I get? And we narrowed it down to like the top 3 colors, and those are the colors we're gonna buy, and we were gonna go get in stock. But I always run into this issue. I have leftover stock. Like I have 2019 and 2020 shirts that we're going to sell at this really great discounted rate for you guys. We're going to bundle them and package them and sell them to you guys. So if you came in 2019 or 2020, you're going to get a great deal on a shirt from last year. However, I don't really want like 2021 shirts that I have to sell in 2022. You know what I'm saying? So, because I'm sure you probably bought the shirt in the year you came. However, so we came up with this idea. And we're going to do it for next year, but we bit the bullet. The saying's bit the bullet. We bit the bullet, and it's official. I officially did it. It'll be here next week, but I bought the very special expensive printer to just do it all myself. So we're going to have a booth that is nothing but pick your own shirts. And how we're going to do it is we're going to have a bunch of blank shirts, and they're going to be some V-necks that are unisex. We're going to have regular unisex shirts. We're going to have tanks. We're going to have hoodies. We're going to have like loose fitting women's fit V-necks, like lower V-necks. This is like the unisex. It doesn't go very low, but like the women's one, I'm going to try to get like a bunch of different things and different colors. And I can do that because we're not going to have minimums to meet, and I can offer all these really cool things to you. So they're all going to be blank. And so what you get to do is you get to come up to the booth and you get to pick your shirt or swag item thing. And then you can come over to the table, and then on the table, I'm not going to have just one design for you that you can choose from. I'm going to have a bunch, like a bunch. I have all these designs I've been holding onto and hoarding, and we're just going to give you all the ideas and the options this year. So there's going to be, I don't know how many yet. I have to narrow it down actually. But there's going to be a bunch of different designs. And so you can pick your item that you want to put the design on. You can pick your design. You can, some of them you're going to have the option to print front and back or just front. Might be too many options, but it'll be really fun. And then you can walk over and then you can put your order in, and we will print it. We will print it out for you, and we will put it together and create your shirt in the booth live. This is really good for the all weekend people. So if you're an all weekender, go on Friday, like put it in, and then tell us whether you're staying all weekend or for the day. If you're staying for the day, we'll definitely have that shirt done for you that day. I'm going to have at least one person working that booth. I might have to have 2 depending on how crazy you guys get, but it's going to be really cool. And it's just going to allow us to offer way more variety in the future and this year actually. And so, yeah, that's my very exciting. Well, it's very exciting for me. I haven't stopped smiling all day today because I got a new toy that's coming in, and we all know how we get about new toys, right? Like it's just so much fun. So I haven't got the thing yet. And all my girls who are going to help me on bag stuffing weekend are now also going to be screwed into making shirts. So if you didn't know that and you're coming, you're going to help me with shirts now. And yeah, so we're very excited. So yes, Heidi, that is what we're getting. We got a really cool printer. And we have lots of possibilities now. We're going to be able to make our bags ourselves. So I might even be able to do new bag designs, like welcome bag designs. We can essentially print and put on anything at this point now. We might be able to get some beanies. I don't know. Do people like beanies? Like, what about long sleeve shirts? I love my long sleeve shirts. I live in Florida, but starting in September, like starting next month, I will wear long sleeve shirts and shorts until like February, March. Hoodies, I don't know. So we're going to have a bunch of stuff, and hopefully you guys like it. And yes, so that's what we got. And yes, props to Shayna, by the way. She was kind of the one who sparked this idea to begin with. She kind of said, oh, hey, why don't you guys talk about, maybe doing like, make your own shirts. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. And then we went to MegaCon and we saw a similar concept. And now kind of like, this might be bad, but I kind of just studied this woman who was running this booth. I'm like, We could do this for the expo. We could do expo swag. Ooh, good. Dan wants a hoodie too. Awesome. We're going to have hoodies. Don't worry. Yeah, so don't be surprised here if soon I'm going to have a bunch of like polls because I need to narrow down colors. And I don't want to have too many color options because I want to offer more variety of items. So yes, I'm probably don't be surprised if you guys see polls here soon on colors and what sizes you are, because I also need to make sure I'm getting the right number of sizes. I got a good guesstimate off of our VIP people, but that's a sample set. I want everybody's shirt sizes and hoodie sizes and whatever else. Oh, yes. Ooh, these are good ideas. OMG Spirit jerseys. That is genius. Ooh. And maybe I have like a special Spirit jersey design. Ooh, giving me the ideas. If anybody else has ideas, give it to me before the end of next week, because I will be ordering like a fool this week. Well, if Kayla isn't making my shirt, I don't want it. Okay, well, I can guess who this comment came from too, by the way. Ray, I'm assuming, maybe. But if you want me to specially make your shirt, you have to put that on the order form or however I have it set up and say you want me to make it. And I will come to the vendor booth after hours and I will make your shirt for you. And yeah, so just put it on the order form that you want this specially touched by me, which is a little weird, not lying, but okay, if that's what you want, I will do it. It was an inevitable that t-shirt making would be added to my job description. Yes, it is in your job description. You're my official TikTok maker, group expert person who answers questions. You, Lillian, and Suzanne all answer questions faster than me. And now Ray has been doing it too. Answer questions faster than me in the Facebook group and tag me in things afterwards if you don't have the answer to it. It's like, you guys blow my mind. It cracks me up. So, ooh, thumb holes. Thumb holes. I don't know who wrote this, but that's genius. I will go on a search to find long sleeve shirts with thumb holes. I don't know if that's like a common blank you can buy, but I will find one. Ooh, beanies and long sleeves. Yes. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only beanie person. I like my beanies. And we do have hats left over from last year as well. They're embroidered hats. They're really nice. I have the distressed ones, and then I have like the trucker caps. You know, it's got like the mesh in the back. And I'm working on acquiring ponytail hats. Like I actually just took it out of this room today. I have a hat where it's got the regular hole in the back, but it has an extra hole up here that's for like ponytails. And I love those hats. I want those for myself. So, I'm gonna make Ray's shirt and autograph it. Oh my goodness. Oh, ooh, ball caps, because I don't like beanies. Yes, I do have ball caps left over from last year that are embroidered. And we might have some blank ball caps that we might do, but we haven't decided on that yet. So if you want hats, let me know. And yes, Michelle always wears her hat from last year. Okay. Sweet. And then we're going to talk about this real quick. I know we're going a little long tonight, but that's okay. We got a bunch to talk about. It's going to be a fun one, guys. So on the events tab, Lillian, actually, speaking of Lillian posted earlier today or yesterday. Now I don't remember because all the days bleed together. She posted screenshots of all the different events. I think she said we have 9, which doesn't surprise me. We have a ton of events going on that aren't necessarily the events. They're meetups and swaps and exchanges and parties and all sorts of fun things, where if you go onto the So Magical page or the group in the events tab of that section, you can also go on the website under the 2021 schedule section under About. It all has them listed there too in order of their times, and you can click them and it'll take you to Facebook. You can see what all these different things are. There's ornament exchanges, zipper swaps, an Okla Rudy's meetup that's also a bag exchange. There's like a Bippity Boppity Booze is the new name exchange, which is really fun. There's their Saturday night party where we're encouraging people to wear onesies. I was calling the onesie party, and then some people don't want to wear it, which is fine. You don't have to wear a onesie, but a good chunk of us are going to wear onesies, and you just can't judge us, okay? So we're going to have the onesie Saturday night party, and we have every year we have the early check-in on Thursday night, which is like a no-host social type thing, and lots of different meetups and exchanges. But her post was to remind you guys, go check them out, go look at them, mark yourself as going if you are going to participate, because I do know the coordinators of each meetup are actively getting ready to put out posts and make sure everything's tied up and they're coordinating it. These are not run by So Magical. They are run by our guests. And so while I know some things about each one of them and I do approve them and put them up on the page for them, there are specific co-hosts on each event. So you can go see who the co-host is besides So Magical. And that is the person that's actually coordinating it all. I did just find out recently that the person who is running the Necessary Clutch Wallet can't make it this year, unfortunately, due to a personal reason. And so if we have enough interest still, I'm going to probably put this up as a poll. If we still have enough interest in that and people are actually going to do it, I'm going to ask for a new person to run that one. If we don't have enough interest, that one just might go away. I don't know how many people actually started making one or were planning on it, so I don't want to take away people's fun. We did have some swaps on some ownership of events earlier on, and we've seemed to transition smoothly to new owners of those events. So don't worry. Whenever we have little hiccups, we find a way to prevail through it. And another fun thing I'm going to talk about. I'll let you read this for a second. Okay, so big shout out to Ricky from String Theory Fabric Art, one of our vendors. She sponsored a ton this year. I can't keep up with this woman, and she's just a hoot and a half. So Ricky was the first one who did the vendor spotlight with us. She owns String Theory Fabric Art, which is an embroidery digitizing based company who focuses on fandom. She has some obscure fandom too that I didn't even recognize, and I feel like I'm pretty nerdy, so that's impressive in my book. But she has some really cute stuff. She actually reached out. She's sponsoring the vendor scavenger hunt where you get the ribbons, and if you get every ribbon from every vendor plus one or two more, all the details will be in the programs, written very clearly how to do it. And you get entered to win a embroidery machine, a PE 800, which I'm also going to post, I promise. A PE 800 embroidery machine, which if you guys look it up, is valued over $1,000, is a really great machine. It goes up to a 5x7 hoop. Anyway, she's sponsoring that whole shindig, the ribbons and the machine and everything, which is wonderful. Not only that, she reached out and said, hey, can I make some embroidery designs for So Magical, and you can give them to your guests for free? And I said, yeah, go ahead. That sounds great. So oh my gosh, I wish I had it already pulled up. So I'm going to keep talking while I'm pulling this up at the same time. But she went ahead and created four different designs. There's the two sizes of our logo. There's a key fob in one or two versions, and Ray's in the comment so she can tell me where I'm wrong on whatever I'm saying. But then there was also the notebook. Sorry, I'm multitasking. I'm trying to find the post that I just talked about. And here it is. Ha! I found it. Can I make this bigger? I can. Okay. So I'm going to share with the post. I'm going to remove this. So the notebooks, I think those came in two different sizes, but they're so freaking cute. And she kind of gave some examples on what two different color threads would look like. Okay, can you guys see that? Oh, tell me this isn't cute. Okay, so this is my personal Facebook, but this is this is one of the notebook holders. I think there's two different sizes. This is a key fob. So freaking cool. So you can have your own swag that you don't even have to buy. This is one of the logo sizes, the smaller logo size. And this is just the notebook in another way. But so how this worked was, if you've already purchased your ticket, you should have already gotten an email from So Magical Expo, or it was on behalf of where I pushed my emails off from. Check your spam, check your junk folder. I know our stuff gets thrown there. So yes, here it is. It's a notebook cover, a fob, and a 4C4. 4x4. 4x4 and a 5x7 full fill for like bags and junk. Thanks. Yes, key fob, journal cover, 2 logos. Thank you for everybody that corrected me. So the email went out earlier this week, and if you didn't get it, even when you checked your junk and spam, please let me know. But it's only going to people who purchased the ticket. So if you bought your ticket in the past week, I haven't sent out the additional email. Every week, as we get more people who join us, every week at the end of the week, I will collect those people's names and emails, and I will send them the email with those designs so they can have them as well. So you can make things in advance and, maybe deck out some fabric you're going to have for a bag you're going to make at in one of your classes, or just make yourself a key fob. Or everybody, especially for the presentation classes, love having those notebooks. And I know you can get the notebooks that go inside those like covers that you can make with this cool design from the Dollar Tree and stuff. I think you can get like 3 of them for $1. And yeah, so very cool. So I had to throw that out there. Make sure if you already bought your ticket, if you didn't already see this email or the announcement I made on the website, check that out. Oh man, I put up a post about this. Where'd it go? Oh, because I was going to talk about it first and I didn't find it. Hotel room updates. Ooh, yes. Hold on real quick. Amazon for the notebooks too. Thank you. So hotel room updates. I know you guys were like, Kayla, get more like rooms at the 164 rate. We need the cheaper rooms. I have to go off site. And I was like, I'm sorry, guys. They kept telling me no. And they really did kept telling me no. I asked like 4 more times, and they got kind of mad at me for asking so much. And they're like, no, you already sold out and you doubled your room block. And then I'm sitting there the other night and I just get a random email that says, hey, based on current attendance, we can give you more rooms. I'm like, awesome. So they gave us 20 extra rooms in the 164 a night room category, which is the lower end. It's not the one where you can see the inside of the atrium. They're not right above the classroom, which are the Emerald Bay classrooms, which we had. That's all we had left previously. They are like super close or anything, but they're cheaper, and you're still in this amazing hotel. So I know a good chunk of them are already getting snatched up. So if you haven't booked your room yet, I highly suggest because you wanted to find something cheaper than the $220 a night rate, I think is the Emerald Bay rooms, definitely go look at that. And if you booked the higher room, but you really needed to budget and be at a lower rate, call the number that's on the link. SoMagicalExpo.com/hotel. You can go to the About section and go to hotel. There's a phone number there. Call the phone number. Say you're with So Magical. Either you need a room at the 164 rate or you want to get a lower room you already booked. They will help you. I've heard like several people have already dropped down to the lower category, which also means if you wanted the cooler, bigger room that has the Emporium view and atrium view in the Emerald Bay section, those are available, and we still have those as well. So check those out. I did need to mention that it's as an announcement on the group right now, but in case you guys haven't seen that, check that out as well. Okay. There was that one. Okay, so your guys' turn. If I can find my dang note. What are you guys working on? And then I was going to talk about one more thing. Actually, I'll talk about it while you guys are telling me what you're working on. So I posted a lot this week, and I'm not that great at posting anymore. As lately, apparently I have been. So I posted this because one of our vendors, Shayna from Glitterbug, her boo, Bo, what do you call him? I think you call him your Bo. Andy Pappas. I'm so sorry for butchering everybody's last name. I apologize. Andy is her supporter and helps her with her business, which is Glitterbug Fairy, one of our vendors. And he actually wrote a song for her. And I saw a little clip of him playing it at one of his gigs before. But there's a video on YouTube, and I posted it in the group. And it's so dang sweet. You guys check it out. It's called So Magical, but it's spelled S-O, not S-E-W. check it out. Look it up in our Facebook group. It's such a sweet song, and it's like, I feel like it should be like our theme song. It's like a So Magical love song. It's really so cute. So definitely check that out. And then you're gonna want to go meet them afterwards anyway, because they're super cool peoples. So I had to mention that, and here I'll drop while you guys are still telling me. So it's So Magical, and this is his name. I tagged them in that post, so you can search by any of these things and check it out. But they're also it's on YouTube, so I have to throw out the props on there. Oh, pretty good pronunciation. Okay, good. I can do some names. Appreciate it. Thanks, Andy. Okay, what are y'all making? Let's see. I finished my scrub cap. Oh, proud of you. I've only been rambling for an hour. I hope you finished your scrub cap. I'm just kidding. You gave me crap. I gotta give you crap. And let's see. And you still have like 20 masks to do, or 20 masks to make. Oh, and then Lisa messaged me on the other message. She said, we're working on 3D printing and artwork. And I'm sure lots of fun swag for the your booth. Let's see. This is Dawn. Dawn is making a quilt while Sophia is making scrunchies. Love seeing it all. And yes, Shayna, you do have a very awesome sweetie. It is a very adorable song. We love it. I asked permission. I was like, can I share it? It's so cute. I see, look, I even had it pre-written on here to like talk about it tonight because I was very excited about it. Okay, there was one last thing. You guys can keep telling me what you're talking about or what you're making while I'm talking. I'm going to talk about one last thing, and then I'll get off my like soapbox for the week, I guess. So class changes. I kept mentioning check your email if you were in these classes, and now I think I got through most people, and if I haven't heard from you, well, I'm assuming you just went with not wanting to change anything. So the teacher who was in charge of these two classes, Surprise Rag Quilt and the Shaggy Loop Chainmail class, can no longer make it. So we had to make some adjustments. She also taught the t-shirt quilt class. There's no adjustment there. We found a teacher to come in and do the exact same class, off the wall quilt. Julie from that, she was on a different vendor spotlight. She is going to step up and teach that. I know that was a highly demanding class, so we really weren't trying to change that at all. And then instead of the Surprise Rag Quilt class, we had to swap it out with a different quilting-based class that is a beginner-based class. It's called, Quilted Dreams. Applique Quilted Dreams. Oh my gosh. See, now I'm gonna fudge it up. I'm gonna pull it up on the website too, so you guys can see it. What I'm talking about, because I did put it up on the website. You can book it if you weren't in the Surprise Quilt class and you do want to see it. Okay, can you all see it? Yes, you can. Okay, so if you go on here and you go to classes and you go to the hands-on class info, I think it's Quilted Dreams, Quilted Applique Dreams. I'm gonna scroll really fast. There's so many hands-on classes this year. Okay, yes, it's Quilted Applique Dreams. Okay, trust me, if you guys took the Surprise Rag Quilt because you thought, oh, super entry level quilt class, this is also super introductory, I promise you. And it uses one of their products that they have in their booth, which are applique rulers. This is very simple. Trust me. She showed me how it's done. It's very easy. Anybody can do it. I promise you. She guarantees it's a beginner level class. So don't be afraid to take this class. You do still need a class kit for this. If you had been in the Surprise Rag, if you have been in either of these two classes, I already removed you from the class because I did have to make sure nobody else booked them. And then I refunded everybody their class kits that they had. And then, so if you do decide to switch over to this class, which is in the exact same time as the Surprise Rag Quilt class was, you can now book this class. You can message me. I can book it for you as well. And then you just need to go in and buy the class kit for this instead of the other one. And then what else we did is the Chainmail Classes had 2 classes. One was on Sunday at 3 or 3:30. I think it was 3:30 on Sunday. And that one got replaced by a second Light Up Ears class. We did have that first one booked out, and I was highly demanded. So if you wanted to take that class, I was giving everybody who was in the other classes the ability to switch over before I announced all this. But I've gotten most of the responses back at this point. So if you do want to book the Light Up Ears class and you couldn't get into it before, you can go book that now. It's Sunday at 3:30. It's available on the book your class section, and you will need to buy the class kit for that. The one that was the Chainmail class that was being taught on Saturday night is just going away because it was the Japanese not bad class is the only class we're going to teach on Saturday night. And then once that's done, we roll into Saturday night onesie party. So we didn't want to add another class that might conflict with that. So that is those are the updates. If you have any concerns or comments or questions, please feel free to message me. I'm happy to help you in whatever way I can to get your classes fixed. Or if you want to add them and, maybe you're getting a little stuck or you need to switch classes around, maybe you were in a different class, but you really want this other one now that's at that same time. Again, just message me. I'll help you out. And yes, Michelle, yay, Light Up Ears. I know you finally got into that class too, so I'm very happy that you were able to make it. And okay, I think that was it for me tonight, unless you guys have anything else. I think I've mentioned everything. Where is my thing? You guys can keep telling me what you're working on. What am I working on? Oh, I did want to show you one more swag thing. It's sitting next to me, and I didn't even show you. Some of the individuals who were the 2K giveaway winners got a early prototype version of this, and I have now finished what we're going to be making. There's going to be about 30 of these available in the swag booth, but I love these. I've been using one for myself for a little bit now, and I was like, well, I don't know why I'm not trying to sell these, but they are metal. Here, this is the one I'm using, but it's got my Mormino little rainbow hair clips that I use for bag making. It's magnetic. It's very strong, but we have them So Magical style. Can you guys see that there? It's shining with my light. These are So Magical Expo ones. They are beautifully packaged. They're magnet tray. They're very strong. And so it's just a different thing to hold your pins or clips or whatever in. And you can use it as a regular bowl, but it is magnetic on that bottom. That rubber base holds a neo something magnet. They're super strong. Rare earth magnets is the other name for it. It's very strong. And then, so these are their fun little boxes that they come in. Can you tell I've been working on my packaging lately? And then I haven't finished these yet. See, this is how strong they are. These are 2 of them together. These are extra big ones. You can tell the difference. I got only 2 of these. These are probably going to go into the raffle. So we'll have special raffle ones available that are extra big. I don't think I'm going to sell those. I think I'm going to just raffle those off. But yes. And let's see. Finished 2 Guardians. Holy crap. Just need to put strap buckles. That's impressive. How did you like the Guardian? Because I still haven't sewn one up yet. I still haven't sewn up a lot of bags that I want to sew up yet. And I have like family-based orders I have to do. Like I have to make 2 H2O to goes. I'm behind. But I'm working on, while you guys are still telling me, let's see. Hold on. Expect like 5 texts from me when this is over. Ha ha. I'm taking notes. Oh crap. Okay. I'm waiting for your messages. It's really funny because a lot of people will tell me, I say, message me, and then I go into complete shutdown mode after wine and chat because I'm naturally an introvert, and talking this much, I can do it. I have fun doing it, and then I'm really tired afterwards. So if you message me and you don't hear from me right after wine and chat, it's because I went to shutdown mode. But yeah, I appreciate Michelle not distracting me during wine and chat. But yes, you can always message me, and if you don't hear from me right away, that's why. I will message you in the morning though. And Yes. Is anybody else working on anything? I'm getting like a ton of messages already. Heidi. Oh, the Guardian's a pain in the butt. Oh, I didn't realize that. Ooh, that's interesting to know. It looks like a very simple pattern, but I guess I could see how it might have some intricacies about it. Let's see. Oh, what printer did I get? I got, oh gosh, I'm not going to remember all the numbers, but it's an Oki or OKI printer. It's a white toner printer. And I do want the company I bought them from. They're based in Tampa. I'm like going to go drive to pick it up because it's way cheaper to go pick something up than having a very heavy big printer shipped to you. It's a company called Coldesi, Coldesi. They're a subgroup or subcompany of Coleman and Company, I think it's called. And they have like everything. They have sublimation printers, they have white toner printers, they have heat presses, they have plotters that aren't Cricut and ScanNCuts or Silhouettes. They have embroidery machines that I hadn't heard of the name before. They have a ton of heat presses. Gosh, they have a little bit of everything. And then the main company, the overarching company, Coleman and Company, they have a bunch of business kits, like start your own business kit. They have like bling stuff, a lot of different things to kind of like a business in a box is kind of what they call it. And yeah, so it's very interesting. I would love for them to come as a vendor one year. I've asked them last year, but you mean COVID, right? So in this year, I think they weren't ready to start doing events yet, and so hopefully, I mean, I bought something from them. Maybe they're more likely to talk to me now, or maybe now I have an in. Have a good night, Dawn and Sophia. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I'm actually going to go to here in a second. Oh wow! And then Heidi just got the Sawgrass, which is a sublimation printer, and I looked at sublimation first. But we didn't want to, I know you guys don't like white shirts, and I prefer cotton. So I went a little bit more expensive and went white toner instead of sublimation. So it'll be worth it in the long run. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Well, I appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight, and I had a blast, and it was a wonderful vendor spotlight. I hope you guys have a great night and a great weekend, and I will try to have another wine and chat next week, probably on Friday, but we'll see. We'll see what vendor I can snag up for the next vendor spotlight. I hope I hope everybody comes and joins us again, and if you have any questions in the meantime, please message me. Bye, y'all.